want to once again welcome you to our topical discussion this evening as we celebrate and commemorate the Women's Day. And your host once again this evening is John Paul, and I want to welcome our visitor for this evening's topical discussion, Joan. Joan, do you want to introduce yourself and say hello to our viewers?
Yeah, of course. Hello viewers, I'm Joan Navidia, a proud social worker, and I've worked with so many organizations, and my main focus, or the people I've handled in the community, I'm happy to say that.
As we celebrate Women's Day, we are celebrating women in power, we are celebrating the changes that we are achieving due to gender mainstreaming, and we celebrate as a country being one of the countries in Africa bringing women to the front with the first female vice president ever on the continent of Africa. But as we celebrate Women's Day today, we know that women still remain utterly affected by maternal mortality challenges, among which is death. And one of the leading causes of death that we seem to know in Uganda, I think one of the top three is unsafe abortion. Do you want to share with us or discuss with us some of the reasons you think women or girls would choose to opt for an abortion, even when they're not sure of what the outcomes may be?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Paul. Yes, I would like to say something about abortion. And the topic chosen today is so sensitive, I could say, because literally many people do that without getting to know what would happen after the abortions, and that we say they're not sensitized on the outcomes of doing that, especially the young girls. So I'll start with the women. The women that we assume are grown up, they're past the girl stage. We don't think the women really fear or their parents, so we assume they're already in a relationship and they can easily carry the baby without carrying an abortion. So it's sad to say that we're living a world of very sad stories with beautiful pictures. We find that very many homes or very many relationships are affected by gender-based violence. And when I talk about gender-based violence, we find so many kinds of gender-based violence. Those include economical, there is physical, psychosocial, there is social, and the sad bit of it, there is also sexual violence in the relationships and homes. So if I break further those forms of violence, there are very, very great causes of abortion. Starting with the economic violence, we get to see that the women, some women look upon the husbands or the partners, hoping that they would sit home, do the cooking. Yes, they're carrying on the pregnancy, they wait for the husband to take care of the family, which is really sad. Because at the end of the day, you will find the woman is getting disappointed, the needs are not getting home in time, and she's expecting, she gets a time and breaks. So by breaking, she gets to think otherwise. Since women are empowered now, she gets to think, I think I can start some small business. I think I can go look for a job. So she will find that this pregnancy is being a problem in her plans. Then since she's not getting what she wants from the home, and then the husband doesn't care enough, she'll choose to abort. Just to push on with the plans she's picking from this kind of, I will call it suffering economically. So living around the economical violence, still with our relationships or homes, you'll find the psychological violence. She's a mother, she's not a mother where she is expecting and she has decided to carry on the pregnancy. Here comes the husband or partner that whenever they get arguments or misunderstandings, this person chooses to remind her psychologically about how they don't understand them so well, lately behavior is changing, and then they tend to attack that the baby you're carrying could be for another man. So that literally hurts and breaks a woman that is expecting. It is a very sad story.
Amazing. When you make that example, it gets me to think the women in many relationships, and I would say even former marriages, that probably they will end up probably having a pregnancy, and some of those women, I think, would choose to abort. Do you still want to classify that under gender-based violence being a cause, or is it an experience that you've interacted with in your day-to-day experience as a social worker?
Yes, as a social worker, I've interacted and counseled so many women. And the point is, at times the partners are not faithful. So not being faithful, they carry the guilt onto the woman. So by that, she's carrying the guilt, whatever he does outside marriage, because these husbands of ours, or the partners to the women, tend to feel like this period where the woman needs them most, they're trying to carry off, they're carrying away because there is being. So they complain about all sorts of things. They never put themselves in this lady's shoe to know what she's going to do. So psychologically, this woman being told, oh,